Hi, and welcome to another episode of Görgött. Today we're going to do something very close to my heart. We're going to cook something again from my childhood. It's my mom's pancakes. And this is my mom's old cookbook. Vår kokbok. It's well used, especially the pages where you have the pancake recipe. Unfortunately, my mom passed away 14 years ago now, way before her time. But the cookbook stayed with me, and my favorite pancakes are now my daughter's favorite pancakes. So the recipe is staying in the family. I'm hoping one day to pass on the cookbook to my daughter. I have to admit, the only recipe I've cooked out of this cookbook is the pancake recipe. And I don't even need a cookbook for it really, because it's dead easy. It's 2 eggs, and if you double 2 you get 4, so it's 400 grams of flour. And if you double 4 you get 8, and it's 8 deciliters of milk. Add 2 tablespoons of salted butter to that, and you're golden. So it's 2 eggs, 400 grams of flour, 8 deciliters of of milk, and 2 tablespoons of salted butter. Now, let's get mixing. So here we have the ingredients again. I'm only going to do half a portion because my daughter is not home tonight, so I will be having to eat the pancakes myself. So it's 4 deciliters of milk instead of 8. And I was wrong before. It wasn't 400 grams of flour, it was 4 deciliters of flour, which is very different. So this is just 2 deciliters of flour now. But before I do that, so that we don't get lumps, I will put in 1 egg. Like that. And whisk that up. And what you hear in the background is the butter melting. And now we'll let it flour little by little while whisking. And by doing that, adding the flour little by little at the end, you make sure that there's basically no lumps at all. Here we have the melted butter. We'll whisk that in as well. So, the melted butter makes it nice and buttery, but it also has the advantage that you don't necessarily need to put butter in the pan after the first one. The first one you need some butter in the pan, but after that you can pretty much just put in the mixture as such. So let's move over and let's start frying. So I'll heat up a little bit of butter here. And now you'll see the first pancake that you always make. You can eat it, but it never looks very nice. So we'll get a ladle out. The good thing about this recipe is you can make it both sweet and savory. So if you feel like it, you could put some ham on the pancake, ham and cheese, or you could put jam or sugar and cinnamon, whatever you feel like, Nutella. It all works because the mixture is neutral. It's a little bit on the salty side, but more neutral than anything. And that makes it also very nice with sweet stuff, this little bit of salty butter. And for me, the perfect mix with this frying pan is about one ladleful. And you'll see now, the first one is not gonna be a success, but I'll still make it. You have to be a little bit patient when you make pancakes. I hope the fan is not too annoying with the microphone. I'll put it on low. I'll turn it off and I'll open the window instead. Pancake smell is a nice smell anyway, so it will smell homey. You see that's starting to bubble. So, should be ready to turn. Nice brown crisp to it. Just get a little bit of color on the other side. I would say that's about ready. So I have the plate here, put it on there, and then turn down the heat a little bit for the next ones. Again, just swing it around gently, make sure that it fills all the small holes. So that was on 9, I turned it down to 7 now. That's about, yeah, should be good. Half of the dough will give you about 5 pancakes. The full mixture will give you 10. As you can see, the second one is much finer, much nicer, I think. Of course, the first one you can eat it, no problem. It will taste good, but it doesn't look as good as the next ones. And yes, you can toss them, but I think it's always easier to do this. You see, because when you toss them, that happens. But not to worry, we can still make it nice. So, make one more. Again, that's my dog Beata that you hear in the background. She's getting excited because she thinks the pancakes are for her. Unfortunately, she's very wrong. They're all for me. Yeah, it's not for you. You can do this in a normal frying pan as well, but it's a little bit more annoying to flip them, especially with a palette knife like this, because you have the higher edges and it's difficult to get underneath. And to me, I will eat them today with homemade strawberry jam. I didn't make the jam myself, but it's homemade. I picked the strawberries, and friends of my mother-in-law made it. So at least half of the work was done by ourselves. But now you've seen how to make them in the pan. It's dead easy. So I will let you take a break, and then we'll meet up again when it's ready to eat. So here we are. Like I said, it's exactly 5. And I'll just make myself a tester. I will be a nice father and I will save some for my daughter's lunchbox tomorrow, because there was a really good cold. Get some
Good jam in there. You can do whatever you want to. You can fold it, roll it, but I prefer to roll it. And then it's best to eat it by hand. Childhood. This was heaven. When your mom made you this, after, well, in the afternoon when you come back from school, you were a happy camper. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. As you see, it's dead easy. Again, the full recipe is 2, 4, 8, 2 eggs, 4 deciliter of flour, 8 deciliter of milk, with 2 tablespoons of salted butter. Dead easy to remember. Always double. 2, 4, 8 eggs, flour, milk. And then you have to remember the 2 tablespoons of salted butter. And it's done. As you can see, I mean, it's less than 10 minutes. And you have a nice, maybe not breakfast, but afternoon snack or light dinner. Well, light, depending on what you put on it. And as I said, you can make it salty or sweet, depending on what you feel like. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, don't forget to subscribe below, click the bell icon if you want to be kept notified when new content is available. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for taking the time. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.